Well, ladies and gentlemen, so this week we are going to be covering Saturn in the Nakshatra of Ardra. And what happens when Saturn comes into the Nakshatra of Ardra in your horoscope. And if you do not know, if you have this Nakshatra, where it's placed, all your other planetary placements and their nakshatras, all your astrological details, for that check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, Aspects, and Mahadashas at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations at this link. So, Saturn in Mriksara Nakshatra. So, as you know, Mriksara Nakshatra is a nakshatra that occurs in the sign of Gemini. Okay? And this is a nakshatra which is ruled by Rahu, the north node of the moon. And this is a nakshatra, the tithi of this nakshatra is Rudra, the god of storm, the god of destruction. But it's not in a way you think, god of destruction. It's a god of destruction who destroys things to build something new. That's what it is. So let's say if I'm Rudra, and I see that, okay, there's a lot of mess here. There's a lot of political mess, wars happening due to money. Money in politics is coming. People are being slaughtered and being killed for no reason, only because of the money in corporations. So the Rudra will be like, okay, this is gone too far. I'm gonna have to clean this all out. I don't care how many people are gone with this. They'll come back. They're only souls. They're all here for eternity. So what Rudra does, he brings it storm, tornado, and floods, and wind, and fire, and he cleans all of the entire land out. So Rudra has the ability to pretty much wipe out the entire planet, kill all the species, all the billionaires, all the trillionaires, all the criminals, and just clean everything out for a like a rejuvenation, a regeneration of this planet. Okay, so that's the basic notion of Ardra. And Ardra is a nakshatra that represents the animal instincts within us. It's like the hunted and being hunted. So let's say you haven't eaten for a month and you see whatever animal in front of you. You see even a tiger in front of you. You will somehow get this animalistic instincts within you that I have to kill this thing now. Somehow, somewhere I need to kill it so I can have its meat. That's Ardra. So usually, Ardra's true energy is seen when moon is placed in Ardra. Okay, because then it's you realize that yes, I am this way because this is my mind. My mind is functioning this way. But now we're putting Saturn in this. Saturn is not your mind. So you see, when planets are in other nakshatras, you don't really get to experience those nakshatras unless you go towards those things. Because it's not your mind. It's not your ascendant nakshatra. It's not your sun. So your mind, body, and soul are not involved. It's these other planets are involved. And the only time you will feel the presence of this nakshatra take over you is when you're in a mahadasha of that particular planet. So let's say Saturn is in Ardra nakshatra. You really feel like, okay, Ardra nakshatra, whatever. But then when Saturn mahadasha comes, boom, for 19 years, you are that Ardra person now. Because what happens when a mahadasha starts? We start studying the chart from that mahadasha planet. We make it the ascendant. Otherwise, those Saturn, whatever Saturn represents in a horoscope, for you and for general people, it'll really show those things towards that aspect. So unless Saturn is your ascendant lord, only then you will feel this Saturn in Ardra. But Saturn is servants. Saturn is, the working class. Saturn is the government administration. Saturn represents your work ethics, your discipline, structure, organization. Okay. So when Saturn is here, what this simply first of all shows that whenever you have Saturn in this nakshatra, you will notice that when things do not work out, okay, so you're working on some project, you're an architect, you have Saturn in Ardra nakshatra, and you're just frustrated. You're like, I just can't seem to get this design right. What is going on? Instead of you getting an eraser, erasing it, or cleaning it out in your, a portion of what is not working out, what you do, you will throw the entire thing out with your hands, or you'll delete the entire project in your software, in your AutoCAD software, to just start from scratch and new, because you feel like I need to just clean the entire slate for my work to be more organized. So what a Saturn person at Ardra feels like, that I don't really want to go back and try to fix these little small things and waste my time trying to adjust these small things compared to what has been done rightly. It's like, I don't care, no. Just we need perfection from the beginning. I'm going to throw this all out. So you will notice this person as a manager, if they do not like your work, if they don't like something that you did, they will have you start it over. They bring that storm. Through their command, they bring that storm. This can show people that work under you, your servants who come and clean your house or cook for you. They might be very strong animalistic people. They get angry very quickly. They keep control within their family. They probably have some wild animal with them. And they are here being all nice to you, being your servant, but you don't realize there's this wild animal within them waiting to come out. And Saturn represents also, in a way, politics, politicians. So when Saturn is the Ardra nakshatra, shows a person will try to win the political system by destroying other people. So that's another thing to take a notice of, that this person won't really care to negotiate. They just want to take you out, kind of like Donald Trump. I don't think he has a planet in Ardra, does he? No, he doesn't. Unless, of course, I haven't seen his Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, or his Gulika, Mandi. They could be in Ardra nakshatra, who knows? But they feel like through destroying their enemies, they're able to win over their enemy. Because some people take a fair ground. They're like, I'll kill my enemy through my words and my policies and everything. But this Saturn Ardra nakshatra person will try to destroy their political enemy just right there and then through whatever means possible. Also, you will find that these people, especially you, if you have this, you are a great devotee of Shiva. Because Rudra represents the energy of Shiva. So when you get Shiva angry, he destroys everything with his third eye. This can also show that, especially if you're in India and you have a servant in your home, or they come every day, and if you have Saturn in Ardra nakshatra, you might notice they might wear a Rudraksh, because Rudraksh is the teardrop of Shiva. So your servant can have this. But because Saturn is a Karka, one of the most important Karkavastha of Saturn is Karka of karma. Not even death or longevity or any of that. Karma, the actions you do. So where you can see that a person, they may think like Rohini. They may think like Uttra Ashada person. But when they take action, their actions are going to be of Ardra. So let's say if a person has Rohini person, Rohini Mu, very creative, artistic person, okay? Natural poet, designer. Saturn is in Ardra. Their artwork will display a lot of destruction. So if they draw painting, they love to draw paintings of like things being destroyed. mauled, killed. These are the people who like making or attaining Renaissance paintings. If this person is a performing artist, their ability to like play that Robert De Niro and Al Pacino Godfather like role, they take it extremely seriously. But they're in their own real life, they will try to play that character, so they're in that mood the entire time. So your karma, your action, always try to see things in a transformative way, meaning that if I have to do some adjustments to my project or to my karmas, to my work, I just want to destroy it all and just start new. That really becomes that main focus here. And also you will find people will Ardra Nakshatra, being in fields related to being a meteorologist. Is that what it's called? I keep messing this term up. You can correct me on this, but the person who looks at the weather, is that a meteorologist or environmental science, I guess? But like people who study tornado for a living, weather, storm, snow, whatnot, Ardra Nakshatra most definitely has to be present because they're attracted to nature. Storm happens where? Storm doesn't happen in a corporate setting. Storm is nature. It is the way of the nature. So they love to connect with that devastating side of the nature, that powerful side of the nature. So they like to view it, they like to see it. Wow, I want to see a tornado destroying some house or some building. They get like this rush out of that. So that could be a great profession or karma for this person. Okay. So guys, this is my analysis of Saturn in Ardra Nakshatra. And also one thing I found, Saturn in Ardra Nakshatra, especially if it's in your 3rd, 5th or 9th house, a person would definitely be interested in information technology. See, Ardra is a nakshatra of new age electric storm as well. Because if it's a storm, internet is what? Electricity. And it's a storm of information. So this person is likes to deal with the storm of information. They love to organize it and arrange it. That's what Saturn does. It's an organizer. Okay. So guys, this was my analysis of Saturn in Ardra Nakshatra. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your Saturn is placed, all the other planetary placements, their nakshatra placements, all the good stuff, for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, astrology, conjunctions, aspects, mahadashas, reports, all those things, good things. And also I uploaded the article on IAS officer, meaning on my website astrologycares.com. If you go under article section, I also wrote the article called Career and IAS. So you guys can see exactly. There was this one pattern that I saw very clearly. People who are trying to go for civil service. So check that out. Okay? Thank you.